like to show you a little bit of our farm here in our training centre. We have all sorts of different facilities, but we've also got a huge amount of grass here. We've got 60 acres. So I like my horses to be turned out as much as possible, but that obviously leads challenges with their weight. And these horses are quite good doers and they're quite good eaters. We also have young stock here, so we have from foals to, and these are yearlings now, and you can see the good grass we have, and then on to the brood mares. And these mares, these are my old competition here mares, Harriet on the left and Poppy on the right, and they're about to foal. This is one, we have from my young horse. He's a 5-year-old. He's just starting his jumping career, to having Jack here, who is an 11-year-old jumper who's in his prime and busy training at the moment, waiting for maybe some competitions to start again. But we need to make sure the time that their diets are tweaked to as much, as bespoke as possible. I'm lucky enough to have been supported by Baileys for the last 16 years now. And long-term supporters, Aviform, who have helped me over the years with all the supplements that we've needed, from joint supplements to digestion supplements to horses that need an extra boost for a foot supplement. And obviously all these products are tried and tested over the last few years, so we know they work. We've already seen that we've got plenty of grass here, so I tend to feed a balancer a lot. We use different types of balancers. This generally is a stud balancer to start with we use, which has got all the vitamins and minerals that we need, but without the calories. So obviously regulating the horse's intake of calories, but still being able to make sure we provide them enough energy. We then also use the endurance mix, which is for horses that need sort of improved stamina and then slow release energy, which works fantastically with the balancer. We also feed fibre nuggets for the younger horses, which are chunky high fibre cubes, and they're fully balanced with a comprehensive spectrums of vitamins and minerals and low starch and low sugar. I also particularly like the performance balancer, the number 19, because it has enough protein to help build a top line, and also is full of antioxidants, which not only helps muscles recover, but also to develop. The Aviform supplements we use, this is Supply's Gold, which is a glucosamine and chondroitin product. And the glucosamine helps build cartilage and chondroitin helps the body maintain fluid and flexibility within the joints. And I should also mention that actually, although we've kept the boxes here, all the pouches are fully compostable. So that means they disintegrate into small pieces within 90 days and leave absolutely no toxic waste. And this is Breathe Easy, which is a great product at the moment, a natural aid to help the respiratory with the pollen levels. This is a mare that we bought last year, and she was really lacking in muscle, and we've managed to make a really good program along with using the weighbridge and obviously with Bailey's support. And the various different supplements we've got, we've been able to make sure that she's really built the correct muscle. We've got a much better starting point now for the competitions later on this year. And this is Jack, who we had a little bit too heavy last year. So I've changed his feed and changed onto the performance balancer because he's quite a sharp horse. He doesn't need too much feed, but that worked perfectly to be able to cut the calorie intake down. Obviously, along we've got the grass here, but give him enough energy to be able to perform at his best. And he actually won some 140s last year. And you can see, he looks fantastic and made fantastic shapes and, uses a huge amount of power over the fences. This is Igor, my event horse who just started out last year. Again, he's a little bit hotter, so we need to make sure we get his feed just right. But we feed him the performance balancer. And then also, actually, I feed him endurance mix as well. So it's a really nice combination to be able to give him just a bit more stamina and a bit more spark when he needs it, because particularly with going cross country. But also has the sort of, the vitamins and minerals he needs without too much energy. This is Winston, who is competing at PSG level. He's a really good doer, so I have to be careful with his calories. But I want enough energy. So I tend to feed him performance balancer, and then I've just started adding some endurance mix in with it. Sometimes I add some cubes instead, just to be able to to play within the two to see what levels of work he's doing at that time. Young horses tend to be fed some balancer and working cubes, and then the young stock are also balancer and the stud cubes, and I think you'll agree they look absolutely fantastic. So please go to the websites and see all the various different products there are. There's so many available now that you're able to make a completely tailored and uniquely tailored package for your own horse to be able to help with every different type of behaviour and condition.